Have you seen these amazing shirt decals with light and bright colors that can go on dark fabrics? They look so good. This is called DTF, which means direct to film. I tried it once with my printer, but the process felt too risky to my tools and especially my health. But I have found a much safer and easier way to make DTF transfers. Hello everyone, Jennifer Maker here. It's a beautiful day to make t-shirts with DTF Transfers. I love custom t-shirts, but every method has pros and cons. With vinyl, your designs are rather simple on color and details, even when you layer them. Printable vinyl looks great, but it uses a lot of ink and may not really be as durable over time. Traditional sublimation looks beautiful, but you're mostly limited to polyester fabric and white or very light colors. But DTF uses a heat press just like vinyl or sublimation, and the results are high quality, vibrant, detailed designs on cotton, polyester, and blended fabrics of any color. So what is this magic thing? DTF stands for direct to film, and it's different from other t-shirt decorating methods. Unlike techniques like heat transfer vinyl, where designs must be mirrored before cutting, DTF printing involves printing the design directly onto a special film just as it will appear on the finished product. No mirroring required. The design is transferred from the film to the fabric during the pressing process, adhering it directly to the t-shirt. Then the film is removed and discarded. And unlike sublimation, which dyes the surface and is limited to light-colored fabrics for consistent results, DTF prints are on a white base that sits on top of the material rather than embedding within it. So with DTF, you can use all the colors in your designs, even white, unlike sublimation. I first tried DTF t-shirts a few years ago, using an at-home method that, while effective in creating a pretty result, needed a lot of safety precautions. And honestly, it was a bit of an ordeal. While the methods in this tutorial are safer, the at-home methods of DTF printing involve using and melting adhesive transfer powder. Breathing this powder in is hazardous, and it requires a respirator, goggles, and other personal protective equipment to reduce, but not eliminate, serious health risks. And you have to be very careful not to let the powder get into your equipment, otherwise it could be damaged. Now don't get me wrong, I love DIY projects, but some things are better left to professionals with the right equipment and know-how. Remember, safety first. That's why I'm going to show you how to order a custom DTF print that you can apply safely and easily to a black cotton t-shirt or whatever color you want, whatever fabric you want, right at home. Plus, stick around to see how you can learn to customize your t-shirts even more by adding cute DTF accents to the sleeves. You can use your own files for your DTF transfer as long as they're high-resolution PNG, SVG, or JPEG format image files. Use images with sharp, clean edges for the best results, as smaller, separate bits of design don't have as much adhesive on the back and they may not adhere well. Do not use images with shadows underneath the image on colored shirts, or your results may not turn out the way you would expect. Shadows look great on white shirts, though. I've got some free files to help you get started, so let me show you where to get them, and we'll explore the world of safe, at-home DTF transfers together. First, download the designs at jennifermaker.com/712. You can either download right from that link by saving the project, or download from my entire free design collection. To find it, look for Libraries in the red bar at the top, and then click either Get a Password if you don't yet have one, or click Enter the library. Search the page for design number 712 and click the link to download the designs. The PNG folder has 4 floral designs. We created them with the help of AI art generating software, and then cleaned them up and added text and made them print ready in Adobe Photoshop for you. We also cleaned up the edges to make them nice and crisp for the best transfer. They say, dare to dream, let go and grow, embrace joy, and spread kindness. If you're not sure how to download zip files, go to jennifermaker.com/svgs to learn how to unzip and use these files. First, determine the size transfer you need by measuring the area on the front of your shirt. You can also use my handy diagrams that show the maximum recommended sizes for t-shirt designs. You can find them at jennifermaker.com/t-shirt ruler guide. My shirt is an adult medium, so my transfer shouldn't be any more than 10 inches wide or 12 inches long. Otherwise, it'll wrap around the shirt and just kind of look funny and be hard to read. In your computer's browser, like Google Chrome, go to jennifermaker.com/jiffy-DTF. If you order through this link, I might make a small commission, but it won't cost you anything more than normal. This link brings you to the DTF Transfer by Size page, so you don't have to hunt for it. In the green box, you can estimate your delivery time by typing in your zip code. It'll only take a couple of days to get the order to Michigan, which is where I live. Jiffy uses printing services from all over the country, so your estimated delivery time may be a little sooner or later than mine. Now, let's upload our t-shirt design. Jiffy accepts PNG, SVG, or JPEG format image sizes. Scroll down to where it says Step 1, Upload Your Design, and click Browse Files. Then select your file. I'll use the Kindness PNG, and then click Open. Once the image loads, you can hover your cursor over it to zoom in and check that your image looks right and is ready to order. Like I said before, you do not need to mirror your image, either before uploading the image or during this ordering process. Jiffy handles all of that during its printing process, so you don't have to worry about it. The edges of my design look nice and crisp, which will make for a better looking transfer, so it's good to go. If you want more than one image, Jiffy will put them together on a single piece of transfer material. You can check the box next to pre-cut transfers to save time trimming multiple smaller designs apart. But since I'm just ordering one large design, I'll leave it unchecked. Now, let's check the size. See the dimensions here around the image? I share my PNG files at a large size and high quality, so you can size them as needed. But even though the PNG loaded at this big size, Jiffy automatically resized it to fit an average size t-shirt. The question is, will this size work for my shirt? According to my guide chart, a size medium shirt should have a design no more than 10 inches wide by 12 inches long. Now, Jiffy automatically resized my design, and this will fit my medium shirt well, so I don't need to make any adjustments. But if you did need to make adjustments, you can use Jiffy's preset sizes for full front, full back, and back collar placements, or enter a custom size in the fields underneath. I will, however, set my quantity to 2 prints, just in case I make a mistake. And I recommend doing the same. I have been crafting most of my life, and I still make mistakes. It's nice to have a backup. DTF transfers can be stored 6 to 12 months in a cool, dry place away from sunlight. So if you don't use the extra one now, you can still use it later on another project. Once your design is ready, scroll down the page. If you have other projects in mind, you can add the files to this order and save on shipping. Go down to Step 3, click Add to Cart, then click View Cart and check out. Once your printed DTF transfers arrive, check them for quality. Just be gentle, you don't want to bend them or crease them. The white side is what will touch the shirt, while the design faces out and it's protected by a clear carrier sheet. You can touch the white side, but try not to accidentally scratch it. If any of the white coating comes off, the transfer won't stick in that spot, so be careful. Trim the carrier sheet around the design, leaving about 1/4 inch of carrier sheet around the edges. To help with placement, find the center of the design by carefully folding the sides together and pinching the top and bottom edges of the carrier sheet to make creases. Just don't crease the design itself. I followed Jiffy's recommendations for standard DTF onto a cotton shirt and found that 320 degrees Fahrenheit worked great. That's 160 degrees Celsius. If your shirt is polyester, Jiffy recommends 270 to 290 degrees Fahrenheit or 132 to 143 Celsius. Place your pressing pad on your work surface. If your shirt has unwieldy side seams, press them flat for 10 seconds to help keep the shirt's design area smooth and flat when you press the image. Now let's make a center line to align our design. Fold the shirt in half vertically. Match up the shoulder seams to make sure the sides are even. Lightly press the folded shirt for 10 seconds to help set the crease. This also removes excess moisture and wrinkles from the material, which is important as moisture can impact the transfer. Then set your press back in the cradle. Unfold the shirt and lint roll the front to remove any fuzz or debris that could affect the transfer. Center your design on the t-shirt by lining up the creases on the carrier sheet with the pressed line on the shirt. And I'll use my t-shirt ruler guide to help decide how high or low to place it on the shirt, which does make a difference. You can make your own guide using my t-shirt ruler tutorial and files at jennifermaker.com/t-shirt ruler guide. You won't need to secure the design with heat-resistant tape because the transfer is grippy on the back and it won't shift on the shirt. Just smooth it down with your fingers. Place a piece of parchment paper on top of the shirt and design. Now with sublimation crafting, we usually use butcher paper here. Parchment paper is thinner though and lets more heat through, which is what DTF needs to press well. How do we know? Well, we tested both parchment paper and butcher paper, and we got a much better transfer with parchment paper. When we used butcher paper, we had to use multiple presses as the carrier sheet and print didn't want to release from each other as easily. So use parchment paper, not butcher paper, for the best results with DTF. Place your heat press over the entire design and press with medium to high pressure for 15 seconds. If your design is larger than your heat press the design in sections, each for 15 seconds. Overlap where the pressing areas meet so each section gets enough heat and pressure. Place the press back into its cradle, remove the parchment paper, and let the design cool completely. In my tests, I found that when I tried peeling the transfer while it was still warm, it was stretchy, almost like heat transfer vinyl, and it looked like it could tear. In some spots, it even lifted from the fabric. Waiting until the transfer cooled completely before peeling made the DTF less stretchy, and it bonded better to the shirt. So as you slowly peel the carrier sheet away from the DTF, it may feel like the carrier sheet is still stuck to the design. But don't worry, this is typical. Just go slowly. If it's very hard to peel, try peeling from a different starting point. If you're cold peeling and the transfer is not fully stuck to the shirt and it's coming up with the carrier sheet, carefully lay the carrier sheet back down. Then press again with medium pressure for a few more seconds, pressing in sections if your design is larger than the press. And then let it cool completely and then try peeling again. All right, it looks great, but we're not done yet. To fully set the DTF transfer into the fabric and ensure a longer lasting result, we'll need to press it again, this time with just parchment paper over the design. Press with the same medium to high pressure for 10 seconds at the same temperature as before. Remember to press in sections if your design is larger than the press. Remove the parchment paper and let everything cool before moving the shirt. Here are my finished DTF t-shirts. I think they're so awesome. I love how vibrant they are. And I just love how the color and detail pops against the dark shirt, and how the fabric shows through the negative space in the design as well. Isn't DTF cool? Do you want to make a t-shirt that stands out with a custom DTF sleeve design? You can make one-of-a-kind shirts with my easy-to-follow DTF sleeve tutorials. Plus, get access to my exclusive toolkit with beautiful coordinating sleeve designs. I'll also show you how to save money when ordering multiple transfers, as well as how to make sure you're picking the right size. All of this and more is in my special program at jennifermaker.com/advance. The Advanced program is your ultimate crafting tool. With step-by-step workshops and customizable templates, you'll master the art of making designs that are uniquely yours, all in an easy-to-use, ad-free learning environment. It's more than just a program. It's a vibrant community of passionate crafters just like you. There are more than 14,000 of us now, all advancing together. You can advance your creativity with my exclusive member-only elements, toolkits, and cheat sheets. Plus, you'll unlock early access to my extensive library of designs, projects, and resources, perfect for keeping your creativity flowing. And just to make things even more fun, we host monthly challenges to inspire and excite you. Now, enrollment in my program may or may not be open at the time you're watching this, so don't miss your chance to join. You can learn more over at jennifermaker.com/advance and see how you can take your crafting skills to the next level. And there you have it, vibrant, full-color designs on dark-colored cotton shirts. DTF printing not only delivers professional quality results, but is also a safer option compared to DIY methods, eliminating the risks of using complex or hazardous materials at home. It's really the best of all worlds. So, if DTF is so great, why not use it for everything, you may wonder? While DTF prints are beautiful, they aren't usually as durable as sublimated transfers. And over time, DTF designs can fade or even crack like vinyl eventually can. To give your DTF transfer its longest life, I recommend turning it inside out before washing it in cold water with a mild detergent and hanging it to dry rather than put it in the dryer. If you must dry it in the dryer, use low heat. And remember, if you want to learn how to customize your t-shirt with cute DTF sleeve transfers and get my exclusive toolkit of coordinating designs, you totally can. I'll even show you how to pick the right size for your sleeve and how to save money ordering at Jiffy. Remember to visit jennifermaker.com/advance for more information. And that's it for today. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.